What I did was, I have test bushings that don't press in, they just drop in like this. My wraparound bridge. So what I did was laid the neck in there and ran 2 old strings up and made sure the neck fit straight and everything. Make sure you test fit your neck before you go and do this. So you'll know, you don't want to go glue your neck and then find out that, you know, this ain't going to work because the neck's crooked or the neck pocket's loose or whatever. So make sure you do that. On the guitar workbench here, and what we're going to do is take 400 grit sandpaper and just go ahead and sand this. Alright, now that everything is sanded and everything looks good, I use Timbermate grain filler. I'm using walnut, and in the later videos you'll see why. It's just like a putty paste. I just mix a little bit of water in there. You take your paste. I use a little stick and just get you a gob. Just kind of put it down in there and kind of just, I use lukewarm water and you just mix this up. Kind of looks, trying to get the light to focus here. Just kind of want it to look like putty. I like to mix mine kind of thick. You don't have to be thick. It's just water based. You just mix it up. And what I do is take paper towels, just kind of make a ball. This stuff goes a long way, so don't make a bunch of it because you'll have a bunch left over. It is resavable, but just don't make a bunch of it. And just rub it into the wood. I kind of go in a circular motion. Some people go with the grain. I kind of go everywhere with the grain, around the grain. A circular motion. Just want to rub it in. Basically, I let this dry. I coat it on thick, and then I let it dry. And then you come back and sand it. As you can see, it's starting to dry. It's not dry all the way yet, though. Alright, now that it's dry, you can't even feel the grain, but it does need sanded. So what you want to do, what I do is take 400 grit, then I step up to 500 grit. So I got all the finished sanding done. It's all good to go. I wasn't worried about the knots in the guitar, but like this line, man, it really bugs me, but it's something you got to deal with. So let's move on to the neck. And it's basically the same thing that I've done to the body. As you can see, this starts to chalk up a little bit. You just put a little warm water in there, stir it up a little bit more. Before we grain fill that, I like to take 400 grit and just sand the neck. And that's how you do the neck. As you can see, it's starting to dry. We're just going to let it dry, then sand it down. And then, like we did the body. It's all dry. Just take your 400 grit. So I got the neck all grain filled in the body. As you can see, that line's still there, but there's nothing that I can do about it. It's all smooth. You can't even feel the grain. I don't have the neck in all the way. It's just kind of sitting there. Everything's good to go. I'm not going to do the fret work until I get this glued onto the body. It's all good to go. So I'm going to stick this in here. Kind of see what this looks like. Dog Gear P90 I'm going to put in there. Just kind of test fit and everything. I think it's going to look pretty good. Other than this line, man, it's bugging me. But yeah, it's going to look awesome. So grain filling a guitar is pretty simple. It's nothing too hard. You get a lot of dust all over you, and that stuff, Timbermate stuff, smells nasty. But it's easy to grain fill a guitar. It's self-explanatory. It's not something you need to go in deep detail. It's once you start doing it, you'll understand. Once you feel how smooth the wood is, because when you get these kit guitars, you can feel how the grain is raised. Well, you just sand it down a little bit, then grain fill it, and then sand it like I told you to do, and it should look pretty good, and it should be pretty smooth. So keep that in mind. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't hit that subscribe button yet. Most importantly, hit that notification bell so you know each and every time I upload a video, because this build is going to go more in depth the more the build keeps going. Like the sanding and the grain filling, that stuff you can't just sit and beat a dead horse. It's self-explanatory. So hit that notification bell. I'm Ronald Jr., and I'll see you guys next time.